Hello viewers, back with me Dimas, and then I just want to share something about entrepreneurship as the way to success. A proverb says that 9 of 10 livelihood come from business. According to the statement above, that 9 of 10 livelihood come from business, which means that business plays an important role in our life. So we cannot ignore the business itself could help us to reach successful life. Now the question is, do we believe that business takes important role in our life? Here are some facts that can be reasoned. Firstly, 90% livelihood is counted by businessmen. It means that 90% livelihood it comes from businessmen or entrepreneur. It proves that from 100 least billionaires in the world, more from 90% it comes from business owners like USA and USA marry Bill Gates and Lakshmi Mittal from India, and then Carlos Slim from Mexico, and the other. As well as Indonesia, richest people in Indonesia is from business owners too, like Abu Rizal Bakri or Arifin Pranigoro. Why is like that? Because that it proves that businessman or entrepreneur takes important role in our life. According to the research by Dr. David Matslan from Harvard University in his book The Achieving Society said that a nation can reach wealthiness if there is 2% from the civil or entrepreneur or businessman. And how about Indonesia? Again, about research, it said that Indonesia just have 450,000 businessmen from the total of Indonesian people. We have to sorry to Indonesia, we have to sorry to our condition. Imagine it's for about 0.2%, just 0.2% entrepreneur in our country, Indonesia. Now let's compare our condition to other countries like USA. They are have 12% to be entrepreneur. And how about Singapore? They are have 8%. And how about Japan and China? They are have 7% from their people is entrepreneur. So based on the result, we can say that Indonesia, a big country with a very little amount of its citizens become entrepreneur. Just 450,000 from 215 million. It's so pathetic. But we as Indonesian youth, we cannot blame another. We believe that we could change it into a better condition. Now let's try to find the red line of this problem. Begins with why it could be happening. There are several reasons that I could find. First, because of Indonesian system of education is not super. It doesn't support to grow entrepreneurship to young generation. Higher education in Indonesia is more favorable to create employee and not for director or businessman. So this is the problem we have to solve. Second, the young generation in Indonesia doesn't have willingness to be an entrepreneur, and they are willing to be a civil servant. Imagine just to be a civil servant. It's so pathetic. Third, the young generation of Indonesia doesn't have self-confidence in business work because of political situation that take control of Indonesian business condition. So because of Indonesia condition, its political infiltration, there are only few entrepreneurs that can be success and survive in Indonesia. And what we have to do right now, I just wanna give suggest to you that the young generation of Indonesia must be able to face a challenge from the next global stage, because in the next global stage, stage 4, who doesn't can face the challenge on the next global area. Global trade, global business, global market, and so many global world which face it. So if you want to save a camel of Indonesia, the solution is just to be entrepreneur. And then the young generation of Indonesia has to know that benefit of entrepreneur or businessman. What's the benefit? The first benefit, it can increase or develop Indonesia economical. And then, if Indonesia can reach 2% from total people of Indonesia, this nation will become wealth nation. Unless because of businessman or entrepreneur, Indonesia could become an important country that control every single activity and policy in business world, not just in Asia, but also in the world. Thank you for attention. Goodbye.